So 2026 is almost here, and you all, or might be many people around the world I'm seeing, are making their New Year resolutions. And I want to say one thing, right? I am also the kind of guy who makes New Year resolution from the past 2 3 years I've been making it. And this year, something hit to my brain, right, while making these resolutions. And just wanted to share with you. Like, let's talk about the current scenario of the resolution that you are making, or you might have seen people making. I want this car by the end of this year. I want to do this, right? I want to get 30 clients in the first month of 2026, or many more stuffs like this, which are in quantitative, and also you can say that in numbers, or you can say measurable, right? But here's the thing, by the end of the year, we end up doing very few of our goals, right? Or we end up achieving really less that we wanted by the starting of year. So there's one reason which I came to know and want to share with you all guys. So that thing is focusing on perspective, or you can say focusing on the principle, right? Let me explain you about this. So I really mean that in the year we make many goals, but we don't know how to achieve them, or we don't know how we're gonna achieve those goals. So the really thing that matters here is the principles. We are on our old principle, but the time is changing, we are changing, our thoughts are changing. But what about the principles, right? So here is the thing, you should be prioritizing your principle rather than focusing on your goals. You should add a list of materialistic things in the last and first principle. So I'm gonna share my list right in front of you. First, the principles and materialistic things. The first one, we have 8 principles, right? And materialistic things, it's only two. So uh, now you're gonna think that why I do care about it. Let him focus on his things, and I am going to do my work. So yeah, you can go and do your work, but you can get something from it. I'm sure that you will get at least one thing from those 8 things to add in your new resolution. So if you want it, do watch it by the end. So the first one is reading more books. And yeah, I'm saying that I have read like few of the books this year. It was 10 to 12. Yeah, it's not much. I plan to read 30 books by the end of the year, and I have around approx 20 to 25 books right now. I bought like all those books in this year only. So this is the book that I'm currently reading, right? And it's the number of book I have read this year is approx 10 to 12. And by the time this video goes on YouTube, um, I might have read one more. Not this one because I've just started this, but yeah, I read multiple books at a time, right? Like right now I'm reading this. If I'm reading this in the morning time, I will read some other book. The reason behind that is that it gives me the flexibility to read this one if I want. If I don't want, I will not be using this, right? I will be reading some other book which I'm reading. So yeah, it gives more flexibility and reduces the time that I'm wasting. And connecting to this wasting time, the second principles comes here. Reducing the consumption and increasing the work done. So I have one poster that I'm gonna frame in my room. I have it right here in my phone. Like, can you see this? Do it for the dopamine is cut, and here is the type. So this basically means is that the thing you're gonna do is not for your dopamine or your happiness. It could not be giving you happiness in the short run, right? you are watching a tutorial that's helpful, that's gonna help you in your work. It might not be something that you're gonna love in the starting, but later on it helps a lot. Like for like example, if you eat burger, it gives you happiness that time, but it will not make you healthier. But the diet might not look that much good in the starting, but it's gonna make you healthy definitely, right? Then moving on to the third thing, reducing my brain rot consumption. Yeah, I have like done a pretty much of it by the this year, right? I have reduced it, right? I have consumed more good contents also. Like for the before one goal, I was talking about reducing the consumption of the things that are good for me, but yeah, creation is more important. So yeah, I have reduced it, but I have to make it to the level that it doesn't really matters in shaping my future, right? And the fourth one is strengthening the fundamental. And yeah, I haven't focused on it this year that much. So what it really means is everything I'm gonna learn this year or do this year, I'm gonna focus on the fundamentals, basics of the thing. Like yeah, I have to improve my designing fundamentals too. I'm not that good, but I'm good. I can say that, right? And video editing and all those stuffs. I have to focus on the fundamentals and focus on structural learning rather than watching some random tutorial on the video. So here we are on the fifth thing, which is grabbing more and more opportunities. And I missed many of the opportunities this year, which I could have got and be more like better version of myself. But yeah, this year was awesome. It taught me many things. I learned really new things and get into a lot of things that I don't know at all, right? So yeah, this year was fantastic. Met good peoples, had some like kind of good networks, right? But yeah, I have to improve this and I have to hunt for more opportunities. And as I was talking about the networks, here comes the seventh goal, making more network and community. See, there is one popular line that you might have heard, your network decide your net worth, right? That really matters, man. Because imagine if you talk to one good guy, you just talked him for making the money, you made the money, he went out and he did not like you that much because you were not focusing on building connection. You get the money for the first time, but what then? How are you gonna get more clients if he did not recommend you to others? So there is one really good line, focus on making business, not money, because money can't make you a business that gonna give you a long-term benefit, but business gonna provide you money. So yeah, make good network, make good business, and in the thing, like in the return of creating value for others, you're gonna get money and it doesn't really matters. Money does matters, but by the time you're gonna think that yeah, it doesn't matter when you get into all these things. And here comes the next thing which I wanna say, learning to say no and not neglecting the things that really matters and neglecting those things that really don't matter. So yeah, in this year I have done this thing, right? I don't know how to say no to the thing that really does not matter for me much or is not really important for me, but I neglected the things which are important for me. So I'm gonna focus on this one too. And yeah, and here comes the eighth and last, focusing on quality over quantity. So you might have heard this thing that quality really matters and quantity does not. And some people saying that quantity matters, quality does not. So if it was really like that, that quality does not matter, quantity matters, then Apple products would never be sold. And all those great design stuff, like the tripod I'm using right now, that handy tripod, I really love its design, right? And you can say my this camera, it has also a pretty good design. The product designer was great. That's why I love its design. So yeah, if the quality does not matters, there would be no designers because you just care for the quantity. So that's what I want to do. And what it really says about my life is that I have to focusing on getting more work done rather than doing more work. So it really says that I don't have to do a lot of work. I have to do some work that makes the thing done that I want to do, right? So yeah, it's the goal of the year, focusing on the quality rather than quantity, and ending up doing a lot of things rather than doing a lot of stuffs and ending up doing nothing. And here is the end of the principles of the year. You can skip from here if you want, but here comes two materialistic goal of mine. First one is PC setup and studio. Like these things you are watching, that light, that this one, whatever it is, this light that's here, one tripod here and one tripod there. All the things I have bought it, but yeah, I need more. I need more stuff for my content creation, right? I love filming. I will try that also. So yeah, I need more stuff, right? And yeah, I have this table, huge table beside me, but a PC will be coming on 20th of January. I know it will be coming, right? So that's one of my materialistic goal. Because if I get a PC, I would be doing like a lot more work. I have this one, but um, it's not of my use that much, right? Moving to the second, say one more. I just said that money does not matter, but yeah, getting your first hard-earned money is, a dream or something that's cannot be expressed. I got some, but a big chunk of money for the first time would be great. So yeah, I have to make it, and for that I have to provide value to the people. That's how I'm gonna make my business, and business gonna give me money, as I told earlier. And so folks, here was the list of 10 new resolution of mine. Do let me know your newer resolutions in the comments. So after a year, you're gonna remember that I have promised this to the people, and in the comment of Vibhav's video, let me check what I have done and all the stuffs, and tell me what's your thought on this perspective of viewing the newer resolution. And yeah, I'll be also focusing on creating more content, like better content. It was not good, but yeah, I'll be focusing. So meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.